Ready, set,
Yeah.
podcast. What does that look? Alright.
Rocco doesn't know where your voice is coming from.
Rock, it's me right here. Hello. Alright.
Anyway, hello, Murphy. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you on this fine podcasting day?
I'm good.
Alright, good. Here we are to do it again. June 12th? Is it 12th or 12th? Is there a fifth in there, or is it just a...
12th?
12th?
What are you doing there? No one ever does that for any number.
June 12th?
No.
2013?
Just June 12th.
12th? June 12th.
We're indoors, thank God.
It is blazing outside, but you're sick, so I'm going to steer clear of you, and we're going to do it FaceTime style, our favorite way to podcast.
Hell yeah.
We don't actually have to see each other.
Except for we do.
In person. But luckily no one else has to see us unless they're staring at whatever picture we go with, which I guess will be one of these FaceTime photos. What do you got? How you been? I guess this is going to be a gearing up for the Whiskey War Fest podcast episode. As well as some news talk and stuff. So we'll chat about what is going on over there. We'll chat about some shit and then get to the music talk and how the festival's going down.
Nice.
So what do you got? What's new since last we spoke?
Get out of the way, dog. Shit, I don't know, man. I still have a job.
That is good news. Everyone was anxious
still
about
gainfully employed.
What ended up happening with that? Anything exciting or just...
We have made some awkward glances at each other in passing. That's been about it. I kind of got aggravated about the whole deal and told my manager, I was like, I refuse. It's like, I'm not going to do this thing she's asking me to do. And he got all pissed. He's like, you better watch who you say that to besides me. He's like, they'll fire your ass. And I was like, fire away, dude. Like, I was all pissed. I was like, let them fire me. I was like, I'm not doing it. And then the next day I was just like, well, I was like, how about this? I was like, you can do it. I said, when it comes up, you can do this thing, and that way I can stay in everyone's good graces. He's like, fine, it's cool.
So you're passing the work on your boss?
Do what?
You're passing off the work onto your boss?
It's not even work. It's an agreement I made with that company that we would do things a certain way, and they're asking me to go against that. And I was like, well, it's a manager's task then. So
fair enough.
Yeah. How was your little week here so far?
It's good. I'll be doing that internship thing now.
Oh yeah. What day is that a week?
It's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Holy shit. Yeah. How long are you supposed to be there?
I don't know. Get off work, head down there between 6, and I know that guy that I'll be working with gets off at 10, so no later than 10.
Nice.
But, doing productions. I went in there on, what was that, Monday? I went in there Monday after work. I was there for, like, maybe an hour. Actually, probably not even that. But I walked through the door, and whatever show was on was ending. So the guy was talking to me. He was looking for, like, reads for me to mess with or something. One of the guys from the show that was on walked in and stood there for a second, and finally was addressed. The guy that looked at him, he's kind of like, hey, so-and-so let me go from their show today. So the first thing that happened was I watched some guy, like, get fired. I was like, whoa, alright. So they went and dealt with that for a while, but yeah, the guy talked to me about production stuff, and then had me do like a read. So I guess I'll be doing like recording voices for commercials and then putting music to it, and then whatever. So,
you got a radio voice. Everyone's always said that.
Oh yeah, I've heard that over the years.
They ever tell you have a face for radio?
No, actually.
That's an old joke.
Yeah, I know the joke, but I'm just beautiful, so.
Exactly, that's why you haven't heard it. I was just curious.
Alright. So that's me. So I'll be doing radio shit, and there's a possibility of getting hired on I don't know if that would be working with the current schedule I have and do both, or
be worth the struggle,
Yeah.
even if it was conflicting schedules, just evening stuff or whatever. Even if you got to do like a half day once a month or something, at work or something, get a day off.
Those are the hopes.
I told you about the. Go ahead, sir.
No, that was it. That's all I got.
I told you about the old car getting broken into, right?
No, but I heard it from Dan Shelton. Do tell.
Oh. Yeah, it's basically it. I got my car broken into. I went down in the morning. I'm like, well, something seems off here. Something felt wrong. That gray monitor thing that I left in my back seat for months, 2 months.
Sure, like a computer monitor or something.
Like a TV that could second as a monitor. It's like a 19-inch flat screen. The old gray one got yanked out of the back seat. They tried to get in my trunk and couldn't figure it out. They also decided to slash about 5 people's tires in the hood, in the neighborhood here. Some people like 3 or 4 tires.
Wow. But, so you didn't get the combo. You just got the theft, but no slash tires.
I don't get it. It's like they maybe felt bad because they took the TV, so they're like, oh, let's spare his tires, or what? But, fuckers.
It's always strange with the theft. I mean, the ultimate one so far is buddy Jeff getting his car stolen. That tops everything as far as theft that I know of so far. But I had, my stereo system stolen out of my car one night. They clipped the wires for my sub box and just took my subs. And then when I was in Cape, my apartment got broken into, and they left. They stole my TV, my Xbox, my HD DVD player for my Xbox, and my laptop, and then 2 of my roommates' laptops. But my door was wide open, and there was $100 in cash and an iPod sitting on my desk. So I don't know if, I guess people, either they panic or they're in a hurry, but how do they slash multiple tires on multiple cars, go through yours, try to get in the trunk, and then leave yours? Was there a pattern? Was it just cars on the street that had their tires slashed, or?
Pretty much, yeah. Tires on the street was the gist. So, I mean, the reason the TV monitor was in the trunk or in the back seat was because April 18th, or whenever I went turkey hunting, probably the first solo podcast you did, I went up there and I brought the TV and the PS3 so we could watch movies. So also, because I'm a huge procrastinator, in the trunk is all my camo hunting gear and my shotgun. I've been driving around with the shotgun in my trunk for about 3 months that I totally forgot about. So they tried to get in the trunk, but instead popped the hood and couldn't figure out how to get in the trunk. And I'm driving down the road and didn't even realize the hood pops up or whatever. I mean, it latched.
Right.
So they would have stole like $300 worth of camo and like a $600 shotgun out of my trunk. They tried to, but
then they could have blown some windows out of cars and slashed those tires a little easier as well.
Oh yeah, semi-auto 12 gauge.
Unload a few buckshots into the side of some vehicles. I mean, you're already on a crime spree. You might as well go all out.
I think it's a bunch of little turds or meth head O'Fallon kids or something.
God, I love that shit. That's fucked up, man. Well, I guess the way they say is it could have been worse.
You know that, like, rape feeling you get, though? Like, that violated feeling you get that someone's been in your car dicking around? Like,
no, absolutely.
Like auto-raped or something. I don't know, man.
No, my CDs were strewn about my car. So they went through my CDs and I guess didn't see anything they enjoyed, which is weird because there was a couple hip-hop albums in there. I figured those would have been taken with the stuff. But
that's not racist at all.
I like hip-hop. Dude, new Killer Mike LP album coming out in like 2 weeks. Going to see them. Killer Mike got himself a radio show.
Everybody these days, man.
He's on an AM station in Atlanta. I think it's might be like every evening now. I don't know how it's gonna work with tour and stuff, but I'll bring up something he brought up on his show the other day. But their album's coming out. They're doing it for free, and there's a bunch of stuff that they're pressing. They're doing like vinyl and t-shirts and packages of ways you can actually purchase the album, and one of the things is a grinder. They have a special Run the Jewels like weed grinder.
Oh yeah.
With, like the cover of the album etched into the grinder. Looks pretty legit.
How do we get in on this contest here?
Contest?
I thought you said it was like a thing to win the grinder. Or something.
No. You buy that shit.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm trying to find. I just got a whim to call Dave Krieger's, but I don't even know if I can find his number again. Honestly, he might be gone, long gone.
I think we have the original audio of before I bleeped his number out. So I think I have his number. It said like that he said call me back and then gave his number and we bleeped it.
Yeah.
So I could pull that at some point. What do you want to talk to? What do you want to talk to Dave about?
I don't know. I'm just seeing.
Do some catching up.
He caught this season of The Voice and what he was thinking about, and about the new members, cast members, and stuff. New judges.
I think it just started. You listen to the O&A podcast when they were talking to Courtney Love. Were they talking to her about being on The Voice? That was last week's or the week before.
I didn't listen to the podcast yet this week. Opie and Anthony have not listened to that.
That was last week. Courtney Love. You didn't hear that one?
Was that the end?
No, it was the majority of it. Whatever. She talked about she talked about being on a show coming up, and they're speculating it's either The Voice or X Factor or something like that. American Idol, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah.
What are we gonna do for this Whiskey War Festival coming up here? Like, how are we gonna set up?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if they have like a time block set for us to like perform, like do a live like podcast thing, interactive type thing, or if we're gonna have like a booth where people like stop by and do whatever. I think a booth would be best, even though we could do.
I think that's probably the route we would go. I can't see getting a time blocked off, or would want it anyways. I would rather just sit and let people kind of pass and chit chat with us. But we're definitely going to need to work out like a tent, like not a big one, just a little bitty pavilion thing, and cooler, some eats, a little sack lunch for the day.
I think they have all these things. It's a festival.
Obviously, I'm just kidding. Except for the cooler part. I don't want to pay for beers, so if we can get, okay to...
Well, we're a performer. We probably get, like, band tickets for food.
I don't think we're a performer by any classification. I don't think they'll give us that.
If they give us time for the stage, I think we should do some time up on stage, a little live broadcast, bring up, like, the... some people to interview, talk about some stuff. But I don't know. I have a couple ideas. We're not going to sit here and pontificate.
No,
but
of course
not. Unless you got anything good, do you want to... No one listen to this anyway. It's not like we'd be spoiling anything.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine how we could spoil a music festival anyways.
No, I mean our ideas. What we will be doing at the festival.
Yeah, no, I got some ideas too, some creative stuff we could try, show up. We'll come up with some stuff here off the air.
You do like a giant wall of like handprints, like everyone gets to dip their fingerprint, like do their hand on the wall and like sign their name by it.
Or like their dicks, maybe, like a dick prints or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, rock and roll, I guess.
What do the ladies do? Vagina prints?
They get their dicks out too.
Oh. Well, something you learned something new about Kelly today.
Oh, wait, what? Girls don't have dicks?
No, no. Not all of them. Some of them do. But yeah, well, good for you, man. You get the best of both worlds.
I guess, yeah. What's on the agenda there?
Boo. Okay. I said Killer Mike in his radio station. He brought up the other day. I guess on Monday, the FDA now has birth control over the counter legally for all ages. Or Plan B. You can go get Plan B at any age. You can just walk up and purchase Plan B. Like if you're like a 13-year-old chick and you just want to like kill the baby that just got seeded into you the night before, head up to Walgreens and take care of it. Any thoughts on Plan B for children? Gummy form, perhaps, would be good.
I think baby murder for all, right? If you're going to let some, might as well let all. I think I would be, just by the way I handle my bills and like my big responsibilities and stuff, I think that if I was the chick that got like nutted up in, I would just be like, I probably didn't get pregnant, like I'm just that guy, like where like I'm shitting blood. I'm like, it'll go away eventually.
I'm pretty sure I got hemorrhoids like 4 years ago, and I'm just pretending that that's not what it is, and maybe they'll go away.
I think I had a brief run with that. Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
Does it ever cause a little tough time on the way out? Where it like doesn't want to,
The duty?
As seamless as it could. A little restriction, maybe.
No, it's just itchy all the time.
It sucks. Yeah, keep your fingers out of your butt, man.
I mean, that's the plan, but it's hard to masturbate every day without your fingers in your butt, so...
Yeah, well, whatever gets you going. But then you get those little, Kelly was telling me, because she's an eye doctor, she's saying that some people, like, either, like, itch their butt so much that they tear something, or they get, like, some sort of intestinal deal where, like, poop is like floating around in their bloodstream and stuff, and they can look into people's eyes at the eye doctor and see like pieces of poop floating around in their eye.
That's badass.
It's disgusting.
No, it is pretty gross, but okay, but like isn't poop like infectious? Wouldn't it, if you got a cut and then rub some poop in there, wouldn't that like fuck your shit up? So how do you have like poop in your eyeball? Isn't that really bad for your eyeballs as well?
Oh yeah, you get them nasty styes and shit and infections and shit.
So it looked like bad. My asshole on your eyeballs.
Yeah, pretty much. Your bumpy butthole is what an infected poop eye looks like, pretty much. That's pretty
gross. But it's not about the poop eyeballs. It's about the little kids being able to bang it out and What? So what do you think? Safe sex? Should they be practicing the safe sex? Should they be able to, go ahead and no risk? You don't want the possibility of something coming out of there, especially at a young age. I mean, my personal feelings is you should be able to. I don't know.
I think it should be like based at least on the legal age of consent, so that it's not like we're condoning you 13-year-olds to go ride some and just take a pill the next day.
Well, so is sex legal for like under the? I've looked up the age laws as far as what I could get away with, but I don't know about under.
Okay, I'm glad you have that kind of bookmark for reference. No, I don't know, like kid on kid, like can a 10-year-old bang a 10-year-old and it's okay because they're both kids, like. I
think that's how it works. I think under 17, both parties under 17, good. Once you hit 17,
rapist then? Like if you're a dude?
I think 17 through 21, you have to be in the same age. But if you're 17, how does this work?
I don't know, because I was 18 when Kelly was 16.
Yeah, that's illegal.
And 7 years later,
not legal.
Here we are. It's not statutory rape and all.
It's not illegal anymore. It started in a bad place, but started from the bottom. Now we here. So
the whole team here.
So
that's like a huge Vine fad that I think it's kind of past. But the started from the bottom now. He hit the Drake song. Like Tyler the Creator made probably 60 vines just of playing that song and doing something to it.
So he'd be like, start where he's at the bottom of a ladder, and then it would end where he's like at the top of the ladder, or
no, it wasn't even literal to the song. It was just like him playing Tony Hawk and like playing that song, and then like making characters that look like Drake, and then they just kind of do this.
Do the safe, like safe if you're sliding into home at a
but like how Drake does that shit when he's like rapping and shit.
Oh, Drake raps and acts like an umpire.
I don't even understand. Yes, he does that. I don't even understand Drake's style. He has that like afro, the shitty '90s glasses, and like turtlenecks, and like he looks like he's trying to be like some dude straight out of the late '80s or something. And it's just like I don't know.
The late '80s is his style, man. I went to H&M the other day, and it's all neon, goofy ass colors, dude. Amanda Bynes. We talk about Amanda Bynes on occasion. I was checking out her Twitter today. She just likes to call everyone ugly.
Yeah.
And, Drake was one of the victims within the last couple days. It just said, Drake, you're ugly. She's the best.
Thanks, Amanda Bynes. Like, I would say 50% of people don't even know who Amanda Bynes is, though.
Yeah, but that's probably an age situation. I know you raped your way through the other side, into the other side of your relationship, but I think like the kids that are what your girlfriend's age was when you met her, or your fiance, I should say, probably and under, no clue who Amanda Bynes is. Actually, no, because they do. She's all over like Teen Nick, the Amanda Show. I don't think they pulled that shit yet, because my sister watches the Amanda Show. She's 15.
She has a show on Nick?
No, her old show, the Amanda Show.
Oh, okay.
It's like Teen Nick or something like that. They still replay that shit.
Well, yeah, I don't know. The point being of the whole thing, back to the pill thing, morning after. I think there should probably be like an age cap on it, just so you're not being like, hey, kids, go fuck and it's okay. But I honestly don't care. Until I have a kid, I don't care.
It was created in 99 and only available with a prescription. Then in 09, anyone over 17 could get it without a prescription, but 17 and younger needed a prescription, and now it's just available to anyone who wants it.
Huh.
But I don't know, I mean, you should, I guess once you know you're pregnant, it's too late to like take back what happened, but rash decisions in a spur of the moment. I mean, kids, when my wiener gets touched, there's not a lot stopping it from going all the way at that point.
Oh yeah, some turns off where you turn into a total fucking like just like I can't explain it. But come on, Curly, just hook it up. Give me a fucking hand job. Like, what? Why do I sound like a fucking douchebag? It's
because of that reason exactly. You know what it's like to have your wiener touched. I've been craving a hand job lately. I don't know what it is about that.
They're the best.
Weird. I don't know why they're the best.
Well, I think it's the consistency. Maybe you get to see the face without some sort of deformity. Deformity being like you're right in the mouth area here,
Yeah, bruising the esophagus.
Yeah, so it just kind of kicked back, and it's consistent, and the depth is not a problem.
She could watch TV if she wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's
like fucking hook it up, man. This is gay. What the fuck? This was just like a week or two ago, and I like got all mad about something. I'm like, what am I doing right now? Like, what is this? What is this part of me? Such a douche. God. Yeah.
Just so it ended up in your favor?
No, not that time. I fucked up. I could have. I was just being impatient. It was probably like 2 minutes from go time, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like you said it hours ago. Like, what is it? she's like, "You're a fucking douche." I'm like, just got all mad, and I'm like, God, I'm an idiot. That's what your pee-pee makes you do.
Good.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna get me one of these days pretty soon here coming up. I'm gonna get all over the hand job thing. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Well,
the old fashioned, as they say, but onward and upward.
It's the new rarity. It used to be like the blowjob was the hard thing to get.
Yeah.
Now it's the hand job. You don't see it as often, but it's a nice little surprise.
Underrated, really underrated.
I believe so as well. Dry?
I'd go both.
Or I guess you get like the spit on the hand type situation. Or...
That doesn't last long enough. You really gotta.
You gotta lubricate frequently.
Yeah. I won't elaborate on technique and whatnot, because really I'm just the receiver of such a thing. Just gotta get while the getting's good. If it's offered, you take it, whether your butt smells or not.
Hockey talk. There's hockey tonight. Stanley Cup's playoffs to the final. Stanley Cup finals tonight.
Yes.
Hawks and Bruins. Who are you going for? Hawks, Bruins.
Bruins, obviously, right?
Not necessarily.
No.
I'm not a bitch. I don't take like rivalries and stuff like that to heart.
No, I just like the Bruins better than the Blackhawks.
I'm a Hossa fan, so I'm all over the Blackhawks, but I think Jágr deserves a little something special on the Bruins end of things.
First year in, right?
So, I don't think so.
Jágr? Didn't he has he been with the Bruins?
This is his first year with the Bruins. I don't know about Cup situation. I think he's...
Oh, no, I'm sure he's been before. No, it's still sad for me because the Blues, again, I haven't even really thought about it. They had a really, really great year. They looked really fucking great through the Stanley Cup playoffs. We just took, right off the bat, a really tough round. I mean, we pushed it to, Game 7, right?
Which time?
This year against LA.
No, only went 6. We won the first 2 and then lost 4 straight.
You're right, yeah. So even in those games we lost 4 straight, it was decent games. You got that one goal that went in like 0.1 seconds and all that. I'm just still sad about it. So I've just been reading about hockey and watching it here and there. I haven't been watching like you have.
Dude, the Chicago series. Who the fuck were they just playing? Who did they play last round?
LA,
Kings,
right?
Yeah. Okay, Kings. Yeah.
Sweep them?
No. How many games did that go?
4-1.
Dude, I don't know. I'm just spacing on everything now that we're sitting here talking about it. But the last game of the series, the Kings tied it up with 9 seconds left in the third. Like, they were about to be done. They tied up with 9 seconds. They ended up losing in overtime, double overtime, but crazy stuff. So hockey tonight, I'm excited. Clearly, I've been paying enough attention to know how many games people are even playing. But, I don't know. What do you think? Break time. Let's take a little break. We'll get to the Whiskey War talk. What do you think? A Manis Brothers song for the break?
Yeah,
I'm sure they probably don't give a fuck if they want us promoting this stuff. And then, so we'll do Manis Brothers song, talk about maybe a couple other things. E3 happened. See if you have any thoughts on the E3 stuff that's going on between
I got some thoughts.
Xbox One and PS4. So we'll do that, and then wrap it up with some Whiskey War talk. We'll try to get this thing together, maybe play a couple tunes, shout out a few bands, see what we got.
Yep.
All right, break time.
All right, man.
The light has gone. The light has gone from my eyes. I see it in the bottle. I drink it and then it dies. Well, you've been messing around with my life, so you know I'm gonna mess with yours. You're gonna regret ever looking me in the eye, 'cause now you're gonna die. next time I hear your ugly tone, you'll be no better than a bag of bones. The next time I warn you, it's gonna be with my gun. Well, I saw you walking around late last night. Well, I already told you before, ain't gonna be no fight. The next time I warn you, it's gonna be with my gun.
Woo! Rock and roll. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I like rock and roll. There's some rockin' tunes by some people we're gonna be hanging out with on the 29th for the Whiskey War Festival.
Whiskey War Festival 2013, June 29th of the year 2013.
From noon p.m. to midnight p.m.
Very stacked band list.
Hell of stuff going on. Before we finish out with the Whiskey War stuff, let's talk E3.
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think? You want to talk about it or not?
Yeah, no, I've been watching stuff. It's just that right now it's kind of a console bashing thing between the two.
Oh yeah, straight console wars.
Do you have a preference of the between the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4?
No. Yes and no. I mean, same thing anyone else is going to say. The reason that I've done Xbox over the years is just because all friends have the Xbox. So you play the Xbox. Yeah. But I mean, over the years, the Xbox has dominated. Now, I don't know why. Because the PlayStation offers free online everything. It's got the same shit aside from Halo and BioShock and a couple exclusives. But
right.
So with the PlayStation now, it's going to be $100 cheaper.
Yeah. Now the internet's not free anymore.
The PlayStation internet's not free anymore?
No.
When did that happen? I didn't see that.
You got to get a PlayStation Plus account.
Oh, what does that run you?
I think it's similar in cost to the Xbox Live, but you get a lot more content with PlayStation. They give you free games all the time. You can just download newer games too. So
yeah, Plus members get a bunch of free shit. I don't know. I've never been a big PlayStation guy as far as exclusives go. I love the Little Big Planet series. It's fantastic. But all the other talking points between the two, I know that, what is it, backwards compatible? Or either
yeah, that's a big thing.
And then Microsoft isn't doing a DRM. What's the DRM stand for again? It's whatever, basically, so you can't resell games. They're trying to get out of the used game market, so people don't.
Well, yeah.
So Xbox isn't allowing you to trade in your games and buy used games or anything like that, as opposed to PlayStation, which doesn't give a shit, and selling their stuff for $100 cheaper.
Yeah.
Plus, what?
Yeah.
What?
Xbox One will not play Xbox 360 games, as far as I heard.
Right, backwards compatibility.
Pretty big deal.
I mean, that's a huge deal. Plus, let's see the other stuff. Connect. So you're all apparently with the Xbox, you're always going to need to be connected to the internet and use your Connect to your Connect has to be on all the time. So you have a camera on in your house just at all times. Especially with the news of all this, the NSA agent, spilling the beans about everyone, basically, calls getting recorded and the government tracks you about everything. And then Xbox is yeah, by the way,
here's a camera.
Here you go. Here's a camera in your house. Have the internet on all the time or your shit won't work. And we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I mean, that's paranoia to an extent, but based off what's come out recently, it's not that far-fetched.
I think they're branching out too far. They're biting off more than they can chew. I mean, basically they, and it'll probably work out for them like it always does, but they realized, last couple of years that a shit ton of their money comes from movies that they sell on just through the Xbox Live rentals and stuff like that. That's like a major part of their income. So they're trying to branch out to like TV, and they want you to be able to tell your Xbox in one quick motion, Xbox TV, and then you're on the Cardinals game or whatever. It's just, to me, they're not focusing enough on the gaming aspect of it. I mean, it doesn't seem like.
Well, that's what a lot of, things are geared to now is these devices aren't just being used for gaming. They're being used for like family, entertainment systems, which whatever, because now TVs are headed in that direction where smart TVs have like motion sensor where you just like, hey, Netflix, and then Netflix pops up on your TV, same way the Xbox would. So it seems kind of counterproductive to put all your marbles in that basket, or whatever the fuck people say.
They want you to get the Windows tablet and all that shit instead of doing like PlayStation did and Nintendo did, which is just kind of make the LCD available with the remote and that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know. It's not. I'm not overwhelmed, or I'm not digging too much. Now, there's been some really cool announcements like. Shit, man, wish I could remember half of them. Kingdom Hearts 3, that was one I was really excited about. Yeah. But that's going to be on Xbox, that's going to be on Nintendo. What's the point of having a PlayStation? Like, all these exclusives, Metal Gear Solid's going to be on 2 platforms. It's just like these major console-defining games. It's like, what's the point almost now to get all of them? Like, I would like having the PlayStation and the Xbox, like having both.
Oh, yeah, I have both. I have my Wii. I don't know that the Wii U is going to make an appearance for a while in my on my entertainment center, but
but then some stuff comes out, and if it gets cheap enough, I'll pick one up soon here actually, because you got the new Mario Kart, you got whatever talk of Zelda, you got the Donkey Kong. What I'm really excited about is Donkey Kong Country. Tropic Freeze or whatever the fuck it is. I love the old side-scroller DK games, so there's things that'll bring me over to the Mario Party. It'll be played rarely. It'll just be because I need to have every system type thing.
Yeah, it's all about the price, though. Right now, I have no interest in a Wii U, and that's only at $350. So now the PlayStation's going to debut at $500, and the Xbox One at $600. That's the situation.
PlayStation should have a 400 of availability, probably a lesser hard drive. So $399.
So PlayStation 400, Xbox 500. I know there's $100 difference between the two consoles.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit closer to the mark there. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is the 500. Doesn't fucking matter.
I mean, there's some.
I see nothing exciting. I've not been excited about anything that I've seen.
Well, people are all pumped up about the new Final Fantasy 15 or whatever, and it's like, why can't they go back to the original turn-based style and stuff? Why does it have to be like this dude that now dashes through rooms and that's how you do your fights? Is you run around and fight people like open world type shit? That's not Final Fantasy. Like,
yeah, people don't have patience for that shit though. Turn-based would be nice, but no one's going to sit around and do that, I guess. I don't know what the gaming community is like these days. It seems like it's mostly, kids that grew up with gaming, and the younger crowd, I guess, sticks with the... But I don't know. I guess you hear a lot of kids online, too. I guess it's just a bigger world than I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Many folks, many types of people in the gaming world, I guess.
Fuck them all. What did Apple do? Last thing, and then we'll move to the whiskey war. What did Apple do? You said they announced their new iOS.
iOS 7. I mean, it does a lot. just what I like about Apple upgrades is they actually work on the phone itself and they upgrade certain shit. So like, it's very cosmetic now. That like, try to give you some examples. Siri's smarter. The phone, the camera is a lot easier to switch between things like video and regular camera, whatever. It sounds dumb now that I'm saying it out loud because I'm just such an Apple whore, but if you've had one since '08, this is a major, major upgrade for the iOS. It's like your back screen image like turns with the phone. When you turn your phone like left and right, kind of tilt it, like the image almost like turns with it. Everything looks a lot more fluid, a lot simpler, but really cool. I wish I could think of more cool shit. Look up the iOS 7 video. It's like 10 minutes long, and they tell you what all they've changed. It's pretty cool.
But it changes the whole like interface, like icons, and basically what I've been used to. The way that I don't like change is now going to change.
No, that's what they focus on, is keeping it the same but changing it, simplifying certain things but advancing the phone. Like, it'll still look just like your iPhone. It just, certain little details you'll notice, like translucencies between apps, like being able to run multiple apps at the same time. I don't really need all that shit, but you can scroll through and see live, apps running and stuff. You'll have to watch the video. It's simple and the same but better.
All right, fair enough.
So that's all I got.
I'll check it out. I'm relying on you for it. So, I guess that brings us to one last thing that I thought I'd mention to you, just to bring it to the show. Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Well, I heard Jim Carrey was gonna do it, and then he just decided against it. That's the last I heard.
Oh, last I heard was they just bailed on it. The like production company or someone, but yeah, apparently it's not happening. That's all I got on that. I just wanted to see if you.
We're in the era of remakes right now, man. Like all the consoles we're talking about, they're just like most of the games. They're just remaking old things. Movies, they're just remaking old movies. I mean, the new Superman looks fucking absolutely badass, but they literally just did a Superman movie 5 years ago. Like,
yeah, but I think they're trying to get people to forget about that because it was garbage.
How did old
Brinkmeyer?
I don't know. Whatever. Who the hell was Lex Luthor in that shitty movie?
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, how did Kevin Spacey be like, yeah, okay, to that role? I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess if he asked me to be Lex Luthor, I'd be down, but
people either love Kevin Spacey or hate him. I've never had an issue with him. I've always loved everything he's done, down to K-Pax, which was very...
I love K-Pax.
It's a fantastic movie, dude.
Pay It Forward?
I don't know that one.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that on one of our shows, Pay It Forward. That's a great movie. My favorite has got to be American Beauty, just because I someday want to be a middle-aged man that's like, fuck it, pretend beats myself up to fuck my boss over for money and then just smoke weed and hang out all day. Like, I want that for me.
That sounds like Fight Club, but with a plastic bag floating around.
That's what happened in the movie. I mean, he just basically,
I dig the movie, but he turns out to be a big pussy. He doesn't bang out that flash-chested chick at the end.
Yeah, well, because, whatever. I don't know. It's a great movie, besides the tragic ending. Yeah.
The murders and suicides and stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, well,
but so I guess we're limited for time here. We're gonna finally touch on. I think we're gonna need to do more of a full show towards it, like next week or something. Maybe not next, but the following, like just to kind of prep it up. We kind of half-assed it like we always do this show.
We will actually prep for the Whiskey War stuff coming up, since there's an importance to it. But yeah, we'll touch on it. Got like, I don't know. Let's do like 10 minutes and then we'll throw in another song at the end of someone else's.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a music festival that will be on June 29th, featuring many bands of friends and
Why don't you
and
read
new bands
down
and
that list there?
new people that we'll be meeting. I guess we got the little flyer that I guess we're gonna be going around hanging up on Saturday, or I will be. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Old Capitol Square Dance Club. We got Bible Belt Sinners, Ocean Rivals, Indian Blanket, LZB&Z, the Manis Brothers, who you just heard at the break, Carriage House, friends, Fat Tramp Food Stamp, the Flood Brothers, Mr. Black Cat, the Barn Mice, more friends. I think the Barn Mice is, I work with one of the guys in that band. I've seen.
You dig them. Yeah.
I've walked past him actually performing in our office. He brought like an acoustic guitar, and like they had some meeting and he was playing. I don't know who he was with, but he's a really nice guy. Looks a lot like Andy Johnson, another friend of ours. Gemini Hustler, the Pat Sajak Assassins, Mona Grooves, Solo Zunder, Tommy Halloran, and a good friend of ours, Cody James, from previous podcast, last week's podcast. And then you got up at the top there, the Jack Grill and the Johnson family. You got your Brown Bottle Fever. You got your Whiskey War Mountain Rebellion.
A plethora of acts.
And that's just what's on this little flyer. I'm sure there's more, right? Did you say there's
I'm sure there probably is, yeah.
There's plenty more, including Life.Internet.
Oh, the real... No, I'm just kidding.
Your friends at Life.Internet.
Last year was just... It kind of felt like today, but like 10 degrees hotter. And so today was, 90 degrees today, something like that.
I don't know, today felt brutal.
I really, gosh darn, hope that it's not a Whiskey War sweat fest, because we're going to be just blazing outside.
Last year, when I busted my ankle.
Power
Yeah, power. I guess we'll run some sort of extension cords. I was talking, I don't know if they're going to set us up with like... they're going to be using probably Kip's audio equipment, so he'll have everything set up probably inside and for the bands that perform outside as well. So I don't know what we'll use, but if we had like a mixer with different mics and like headsets and stuff like that, we could get the different people in. But so what do the people have to look forward to? We're gonna have some sort of contest, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There will be a contest involved.
I don't know what exactly, we got to come up with that kind of stuff.
No details, just ideas. What to look forward to.
I would like, if this can organize as least details as possible, I want like a video set up, still interview style, still get the audio, but basically just like two chairs, and guys popping in and out, just answering questions, and then just basically make a compilation, like edit it all together. I want to like give them some good stuff they can remember the show with. We'll have a keen ability to document this, pretty well for them. I think if we do it right and don't just fuck it up, we can actually give them a good archive of the festival.
I'm sure we can document it pretty well, and I'm sure that there's probably going to be a lot more going on, because I see a lot of stuff on the internet now. We'll do the plugging thing for a few videos out there for the bands, and we don't necessarily have to play anything this week because of time constraints and such. But we could talk about stuff that people could find out there, like this Guitar Dog, whatever's going on. We're going to learn a lot of stuff in the coming weeks about the world around us. We're going to leave the life.internet and find the life.real life.
Oh.
And
okay.
So we got this Guitar Dog St. Louis mini documentary, which starts out with Zach Sloan, who is, to kindly put it, an obnoxious human being. I love Zach Sloan so much, but I don't ever see him really anymore. But if he's up to his usual antics, it's going to be an interesting thing. So
probably see some penis.
Yeah, a lot of penis. I hear he'll drop trow during shows, Daughters style. Not Daughters the band, not
yeah.
Yeah.
I I heard he has a jean jacket for his cock and balls, actually.
The denim vest.
Vest.
He will also wear on his cock. And
he has like a smaller rendition for his satchel region.
I want to check this infamous. We're turning this man into a myth, a legend, perhaps.
He has sideburns down the side of his shaft.
So it's just Zach Sloan, but his penis as well. His penis looks like his upper torso.
Yeah.
I don't know what an upper torso is. I guess you're just torso head.
It's like the diaphragm region, you know?
Yeah. Man, Zach is just... I wonder when this video's from. Let's see here. Published May 30th. This guy probably looks like an even crazier person these days.
Oh,
so
the hair and the beard, yeah.
Yeah. What else we got? We got YouTubes. You can check out the Guitar Dog documentary. That'll probably feature plenty of this Whiskey War stuff we're talking about. You got your... the Manis Brothers we played. There's a few of those. Let's see, what else was on there that we found? Barn Mice. There were some Barn Mice videos on YouTube. You just YouTube search this shit and you can find it all. I mean, we're not, people aren't retarded. They know how to Google and YouTube and such.
Yeah. Well, just look up the damn flyer, get on, help these guys out, like their Facebook page, Facebook/Whiskey War Mountain Festival. Look up David Manis, Maness. He's orchestrating, organizing a good chunk of this. He can give you whatever information that you need. And, yeah.
What else? Do we know any other people doing this shit? We're gonna go check flyers. We're gonna give out flyers, hang up flyers, I guess, Saturday. I guess Main Street area. Is that where the one is? And then Cherokee Street as well, downtown. So if anyone's around those areas, grab a flyer, bring it to the show, and that's it. Just do it. You don't get anything for it.
Oh, okay. Is this just something you're telling people to do, or is there like a thing behind it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, just bring it. Maybe. I have no idea. Yeah, maybe we can make a game out of that or something. It should be fun, man. It's really, I love bluegrassy, bluesy stuff. They all have quite a bit of talent for the local setting that we're in, and the motivation that I like behind it is just, if you read David's little message I sent you, it's pretty much just to get people out there for music's sake. I mean, obviously, if he was trying to make a bunch of money, or they were trying to make a bunch of money on this, there wouldn't be like 30 bands. So it's really just a festival for music's sake, and I can appreciate that. And the fact that they put in as much time as they do, performing in little coffee shops and big venues and stuff. Pretty cool that they're trying to keep this tradition going. So I'm happy to help. Flattered to be asked.
It's exciting. I mean, I don't know if we're exclusive to this as far as the podcast world goes, but I think we're basically the only news team covering this thing.
Yeah.
Until Channel 2 and such shows up, which who knows what's going on with that. But one day this is all about networking. I just want to get the music out there and hope that people hear it and enjoy it, and meet new people. Listen to new stuff, broaden your horizons, and, and then, one day they'll be singing Drake.
One day maybe they could sell out to a pre-written Drake song, is what you're saying, right?
I just think it's just, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Oh, in a literal sense. Well, yeah.
Yeah. But when they say...
a whiskey bottle.
All right, we'll prep for next week. Let's cut this off so we can go watch some Stanley Cup Finals, and you can go see the new Seth Rogen movie. This is the end.
Oh no, I wouldn't go without you.
No, I mean you guys go, cause
no, yeah.
All right, we'll argue about it off mic.
We'll make a thing about it. We'll get drunk in the theater and then go. Maybe bring Seaver or something. I don't know.
All right. Plugs. I guess we'll plug all the stuff that we already said. The Whiskey War Festival. Where is it on Facebook?
It should just be Facebook/Whiskey War Fest.
Festival? Alright, well, while you're looking it up, I will be on the Twitter at life.murphy. Check me on the Vine at life.murphy. And I guess we gotta get my next episode of the Behind the Times up there. So we'll film my next Vine. And let's see, P-Niece. You got the P_niece on the Twitter and the Vine.
Yeah.
Where's the Facebook for the Whiskey War so people can know?
I don't goddamn know. I'm not. Okay, it's just the Whiskey War Festival 2013. That's how you find it on Facebook. Or just the Whiskey War Festival. There's two ways to get you to the same page. Again, you can look up David Manis. And he's a big orchestrator behind the whole thing. That's all I got.
Yeah, let's since we don't know what we're gonna play and then we don't know what to plug, let's do another Manis Brothers song for the outro here, and
all right.
We'll talk to everyone next week about the Whiskey War happenings.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get that handy we were talking about earlier, and oh, there she is.
Nice.
There's that from the hallway.
All right, man. Well, I will talk to you later.
You guys have fun.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun. She's just gonna get tennis elbow.
Oh,
The whole thing.
I already know you want. All right, fuck off.
Camaraderie with strangers when you're drunk on gin. Talking underclass politics, where it is and where it's been. Let's let it roll. Let's let it roll.